shove the red guy up the old guy.
I believe him! Every man for themselves!
Look at that. Don't you just love it when they get the little details right? And that's not even a licensed figure and they got all the small details right. But you know what's better than getting the small details right? Getting the big details right. Now, I've reviewed some large figures in the past, but today's review is going to be a Colossus. And, well, no, I've already reviewed Colossus. This one's gonna be Juggernaut-licious. Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's just get to the review. Today's review will be on this giant cardboard box, and I'm not kidding you. Look at this thing. Just goes up there and up there and up there. Now, as you can see, the only writing on it is PE, 5th period, which is kind of weird because I usually skip that class. But yeah, check this out. There's Colossus. Yeah, the box just keeps on going, doesn't it? But you know what? I can't wait to look inside there, so let's open up this box, shall we? After removing the cardboard box, we are greeted by the actual box covered in plastic. So let's remove this plastic and take a better look. So, with all that said, without further ado, today's review will be on the Toys Era Premium Edition, the Tank 1/6 scale collectible figure, otherwise known as
Juggernaut!
which was my exact reaction when I saw him appear in Deadpool 2. I was so happy. And this box is huge. As you can see his face behind there. Now, I believe that's of the figure itself, and that looks really cool. But you have to get it in certain light to see it, and it's really, really hard to see otherwise. But man, this box is huge. It's over 21.5 inches tall and about 13.5 inches across. This thing is amazing. Flipping it around, the back of the package is kind of plain, made to look a little bit like the Juggernaut's armor, and the legal mumbo-jumbo forming a symbol. Now, unless you're a pirate, that symbol is making you think one thing and one thing only.
Let's go, give it to you.
And now that song is completely embedded in your brain. You're welcome. Anyways, to say that this is actually a box would be a vast understatement, because if you look at the top and the bottom, you'll see that this is actually just a slipcover, and the figure is inside a bunch of foam. Yep, that's it. So the outer sleeve, the little slipcover thing, is actually pretty flimsy and can get damaged pretty easy. But it doesn't matter because we really came here to see the figure. So let's pull this foam out and check him out, shall we? Removing the slipcover and laying the foam down, you can see that there's a very thin piece right here on top that can slide off easily. So let's look underneath here and check out the figure. Now, I say holy cow a lot, but holy freaking cow, this is absolutely amazing. And honestly, if you're looking to adopt a child, this is child size. So yeah, so you can just stand this in the corner and say, that's little Timmy, leave him alone. But you know what? This looks absolutely amazing. You can see the figure there in his little prison jumpsuit looking very awesome indeed. Down the side over here, you'll see that if you eat this, you'll get Juggernaut powers, or at least think you have Juggernaut powers. Down here, you've got a hand, an open hand, and then another open hand over here. You've got some extra sleeves, which give him that torn off sleeves look, and that is amazing. I'm so glad they did that, because when I first saw this figure be advertised or whatever, he had just the sleeves, and I thought, oh man, it'd be cool if you could customize him where you could rip his sleeves off. Well, you don't have to, because they give those to you too, and that is cool. Now, I don't know what's over here. There's something. I don't know. But you know what? This thing is amazing, so let's stand him up and check him out, shall we? And here's Juggy fresh out of the package, and to say he looks absolutely incredible would be a vast understatement. This is amazing, and honestly, when I first saw this character in the movie, I thought, man, I would love to have a figure like that, and you know what? I never thought in a million years that any company would make it, or even attempt to make it. You know, like it would be one of those figures that they would announce, but it would never come out. This thing looks absolutely incredible. Now, pulling him out of the package, that's a chore because he's in there and he is very, very, very heavy. No joke. So yeah, this figure, like I said, when I said it was child size, yeah, it weighs about as much as a child. This thing is huge and it is absolutely amazing. Now, as you can see, he has got his prison jumpsuit and it's very dirty. There's a little bit of wear and tear on it. You can see some rips and stuff in different spots. And it just looks absolutely amazing. It looks like Wolverine cut him there or something. Man, this is so cool. It's got a little bit of writing there on his leg. And then down here you can see his big old Frankenstein boots. That is absolutely amazing. Yeah, like I said, I've waited for this figure to ship for quite some time, and I finally got mine to ship not too long ago. It just took forever to get to me. I don't know why. It's not like there's something in the world going on and they're slowing all the postal people down. But you know what? It was well worth the wait, and man, just look at that face. That is amazing. Flipping the figure around, it almost looks like one of those helmets from Stargate. That's kind of cool. Down here, you've got the back of his jumpsuit looking just as dirty as the front. Very awesome indeed. You can see all the little Velcro pieces and stuff. Now, like I said, this figure is very heavy. Now, I expected it to be like rotocast or something. You can see some of his skin there poking out. That's awesome. But yeah, I expected this to be like a hollow rotocast figure. No, this is a very heavy duty figure, and he just looks absolutely amazing, and you really feel like you get your money's worth with this figure. Looking at his face up close, and I mean, those eyes and teeth look so good. You can see all the cracks and different folds in the metal, the rivets and stuff of his helmet. That is so cool. And if you turn him into the light, you will see he has a nose under there, and that is cool. Now, he never took his helmet off in the movie, so there's no reason to believe that the figure should like have a removable helmet or anything. But man, that would have been cool if it looked like Kane Marco underneath this helmet. And you know what? This looks enough like him to me, and I am happy. Yeah, you're probably saying, hey, what did he come with? Well, he came with these two open hands, which look really cool with his tattered gloves. He came with these instructions right here on how to put on the sleeves. Now, as you can see, the little hand in the picture is holding the one piece that I didn't know what it was in the package, and it's some little plastic tweezers. So that's pretty cool of them to, include. Now, as you can see, he has his giant muscly arms there underneath the sleeves, and they are painted with shading and everything like that. Now, I'm going to be leaving my sleeves on the figure. I'm not going to be swapping them out with these little tattered sleeves. Now, I originally thought that's what I was going to do, but when I rewatched the movie, I realized the only time that he has these tattered sleeves on is at the very, very last fight with Colossus. He usually looks like this in the movie. And when he's fighting Colossus, he has like bullet holes all through his torso right here in the suit. So if he had those bullet holes, I think I would switch out the sleeves. But I'm going to leave mine like this. I think he looks cool. Now, I really do want to see his, painted arms underneath there. But I can live without it. This is just absolutely amazing like this. So let's see how he scales with Colossus and Deadpool and Cable. Now, to say that he towers over the others, yeah, that kind of goes without saying. This figure is absolutely huge, and these guys are on stands. Now, as you could tell, the Juggernaut didn't even include a stand, and I'm kind of bummed out that he didn't come with one because he's so big. It's like, well, unless they made one specifically for this figure, how are you going to find one that would work? I mean, maybe a doll stand or something. But yeah, I wish he would have included a stand, but it's okay, because he's pretty balanced with his weight and stuff, as long as he doesn't fall off a shelf or something, because man, it'll break whatever it lands on, just like the Juggernaut in the movie. Now, as you can see, this Colossus figure is no slouch in the old size department. This thing is huge. But Juggernaut, yeah, that's pretty awesome, isn't it? Now, out of all four of these figures, this Deadpool here is the only one who's an official product. This one is actually made by Hot Toys and looks amazing. Now, even though these over here are made by unlicensed companies or whatever it is, they don't have the license to make these figures, they nailed the characters. This looks just like Josh Brolin as Cable. All the details are there. This body is absolutely amazing. I mean, they did a great job. Speaking of which, this Colossus over here, equally as awesome. This is a figure that I really wanted when I first saw the first Deadpool movie. I was like, oh, please make a 1/6 scale Colossus, because to me, this is the closest a comic book character has ever come to being on film. I mean, Wolverine, I thought Hugh Jackman did a great job, but Wolverine's short in the comics. This Colossus, I mean, he was exactly the way he would act in the comic. He looked the same, everything. This is amazing. And just like Juggernaut, the only thing that could have made this figure better would be if he was in like an orange jumpsuit. But you know what? Honestly, he's in prison. I'll let that slide. This is absolutely amazing. And honestly, just having all four of these guys together makes me so happy. And I really, 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 really want a Negasonic Teenage Warhead to go with him. That would be incredible. So, there's my review of the Toys Era PE005, the Tank! Oh, that's his belly. But you know what? This figure is so amazing and so well worth the wait, not to mention worth every penny. This thing is so cool. Now, when people started getting them before I did, because I had mine on order a long time ago, and people started reviewing him. I was like, man, this sucks. Why do I have to wait? But you know what? Like I said, it was well worth the wait, and I'm so happy to finally have him. So, until next time, tune in for more
My face reflects
food reviews.
I'm gonna rip you in half now.
That is such a Juggernaut thing to say.
Hey, this is Nolan North. You don't want to miss Food Reviews.